All right. So because in the beginning, I gave you an example that the energy strands are not only negative, but they are positive also. A negative energy strand will drain you. If you're talking to a person, you are drained, that person is vitalized, might be that's a negative energy cord because he has sucked your energy. But in a positive energy cord, what will happen? You both equally, because that's a love energy strand. So you both equally will be revitalized. You'll feel happy for no reason. So when we talk about hair in our earthly existence, we believe that people can harm us, and they can because we believe it. We believe that psychic attacks and energy vampires can drain us, and they can because we believe it. And it's not just our individual belief, that is causing this or that is manifesting this. Now, just see, when we trip or we fall down the steps, we hurt ourselves, and that feels real. Similarly, when someone targets a negative emotion at us, the pain we feel is real. It's just that we don't know where it is coming from. We are just simply feeling drained. We start feeling depressed. We start feeling unhappy for no reason. So simply by being human, remember, we are a part of collective unconscious that believes that we are separate from the life around us. And that life around us can harm us, and it does. So I offer this perspective to you so that you can learn how to protect your energy field and discover how to remove these negative influences that have actually, glued or gloomed onto you from others. You will also hold the awareness, at the deepest level. Frankly speaking, it is all you. Every strand, every cord, every connection, every star and galaxy, it's just you. Remember, this world is just a mirror. Only the faces are changed. What you feel inside, you can look in other person. So, but when you feel that someone is sucking your energy, it is really the part of you that exists in that other person that is depleting your energy. And when somebody is replenishing your energy, to increasing your energy, it is really the part of you that is in that person that is replenishing your energy. So somewhere you are the only cause. Now, as humans, when we perceive the cosmic realm, when we think about it, what we think? Somewhere out there, as if, it's a some far, far flung location in the stars. When we talk about the heavens, what do we think? What does it comes in our mind? It is some place which is beyond death's door. After we die, then we can, cross that realm, and then we can go to the heaven. But the truth is, it's here. It exists here, inside me and inside you. No, just a simple thing. As you can tune a radio to different stations, like from jazz to rock and roll, the place that we call heaven, the place where we are not separate from each other, is a realm that exists here and now. It's simply a matter of tuning into it. Remember, you are a spacious being of high frequencies, and you are existing everywhere and every place at once. It's just that here on earth, we all have tuned into a cosmic station of separation. So when we came here, Earth is just a station that we have tuned in, which is of separation. Ultimately, we all are one. Now, knowing all this, because obviously, we are on spiritual path, we just cannot see the one side of a coin that, oh, there is, psychic attacks, there are things. We have to see the other side of the coin as well, that we are all one. So, but when you know all this, but it's okay to protect yourself when you feel the need. It's okay to cut cords to others who are depleting you. In fact, it's required because it is very much required because you have to be able to stand in your own light. You have to reach towards your higher awareness. So this cord cutting is essential for all this. Remember, I suggest, that at the same time as you cut your cords, remember, you look into your core. It's better to look into your core to find that place within you, where that hook of the cord is there. Because obviously, everybody cannot get that cord. It has come to you. That means you have somehow let it come inside. So that part, remember, you have to honor that part in you. Cherish it. And for future, there'll be less likelihood of attracting negative attachments. Because you'll cut the cord, next what? Again, that cord will be coming, the same kind of cord will be coming. So first you have to look into yourself, why am I attracting these cords? So somewhere the reason is inside you. The second important reason is the extent to which you judge and repress what is called your own shadow self. Remember, whatever unwanted things, they get attached to you because you are judging them. And remember, when you are looking into yourself for these, these parts where these hooks, these cords are attached to you, if you cannot cherish these parts, rather than judging them, it's better to become just an observer. Just observe. Remember, if you just can observe an unwanted pattern, you can release it. Same happens with the healings also. If you know what is your pattern, you will heal quickly. These are little things when you have to observe yourself. Usually when many people come for healings to me, they ask me, like, oh, some relationship healing or so. They always are like, please change that person, please change that person. I said, you vibe high. You change your energies and you'll be far from their reach. If you think that, oh my God, these people are troubling you, you vibe high. And for that vibes, for that frequencies, for that energies, you really need to work on yourself. You have to tune into that station. What is manifestation? Nothing more. Everything is there. I'm telling you, you can manifest anything and everything. It's just that you have to tune in. So all these courses which are going on for manifestation, what are they teaching you? Increase your vibes, increase your frequencies. And by thinking without any doubt, without any fear. If I want a Mercedes standing on my door, I have to be very particular about manifesting it. Even a single doubt comes up, that manifestation won't happen. But sometimes we say, oh, the positive doesn't happen, the negative comes ushering inside. I mean, it just thought about, oh my God, I shouldn't catch corona. Lo, ho gaya. So that's because, we tend to believe the negative because all around us is like, many pessimistic people are there. It's very important to teach how to, think positively. So remember, whatever unwanted patterns, if you observe, you can release it. And if you judge it, what happens? It will still clung to you. It cleaves to you. It will glue to you. So, you know, if you, whatever you are judging harshly, you'll draw, you draw it to you. You will just attract those things. I know it sounds very strange, but your judgment actually strengthens the cord between you and what you are judging. Now, over here, I'll just give you a simple example. The other day I met my friend, and the course of our conversation, he mentioned, that all women are bad drivers. Okay. He said that, what happens, Pooja, almost every day, you know, like he was cut off in traffic by a female driver or almost run into by a female driver. Now, it never occurred to him that his strong judgment, his belief was actually attracting that bad female drivers to him. It was, it was as if a rope of energy which just unfurled from it. It came out of him, it stretched out, it wove its path throughout the city until it found a bad female driver and then pulled her in front of his car. Now, this is the way judgments transfer. Our need to be right about our judgments can be so strong, that we subconsciously become a magnet for experiencing that will validate our beliefs. As my friend did with female drivers, he was so sure, oh, I'm correct. All the female drivers are bad, all the females doesn't know how to drive. And he was attracting the same kind of female drivers right in front of him when he was crossing, he was going towards his job. So on road, these kind of people only he was meeting. So the challenge is that it's hard to accept and even embrace things that you believe are wrong or bad. But if you can step into observing them in a non-judgmental way, do not judge things. Things happen, yes. Might be a female driver might be driving very bad, but the point is that you just have to observe it. Don't judge. Don't make those strong judgments. It's so much easier, to relinquish those energy cords from your energy field if it's non-judgmental way. Yes, you will make a cord because you've thought about it, but the chopping of those energy cords will be better. It will be easier. But if you keep on thinking and it became, and then you are telling it, just flaunting, oh, my judgment is this. You don't know what are you doing. You're actually making a cord strong and strong. So it'll be difficult to chop that off as well. So ultimately, it's a journey of the soul. You have to accept, we have to cherish ourselves in all the permutations without hesitation and without any reservation. We all are walking on that path where I'm telling you, we are so blessed that at least we know that there is a soul path. We have to, walk through it. There are many still just entangled in their own daily chores that they even don't realize that what they are doing, or they have to do a little bit towards their soul as well. So happy to be here and looking at this. So now when we talk about, okay, now we have spoken about what these cords are, how they manifest in our lives. Now, just how it attaches. Now, a cord of attachment is just an energy structure, which is between two people. And what happens? It causes patterns. It causes patterns from your past, and it continues into the present. What cords can do? It can distort thinking and feeling. And the people with too many cords, they move like puppets or marionettes, because their feelings, their thinking is distorted. And if you can't see these invisible strings, how much do they matter? Yes, they matter a lot. Cords of attachment, may be the most significant treatable cause of problems in your life, because you are actually stuck in that old patterns only. And there's a myth, people say that, oh, cord cutting means ending a relationship. No, that's not the thing. It means releasing problems that are repeating endlessly on the level of energy. Now, if you consider a tough relationship in your life now, now you might wonder, am I better off with him or without him? Now, to decide most wisely, first remove the energy patterns that pull and tug at you, which are throwing you out of your balance. But remember, that's the best part. Before the cord cutting, you don't can, when you ask that, am I better off with or without my cord of attachment to this person, which is negative, the answer will be always yes. So removing a toxic cord of attachment can improve your health. It can improve your any relationship. You know, sometimes the newbies, which have just learned this or so, they worry, am I ready to let him go? Let go of what? Don't confuse spiritual ties with cords of attachment. Relationship generates both. Remember, you will never be ready to release spiritual ties, and you cannot do that. That's your karma. It is made like that. Why would you? These are beautiful energy exchanges between you and those you love. So, to picture the spiritual ties, now just imagine, think about ribbons of beautiful light, not the puppet strings, ribbons. And they are, shining and glowing. So these spiritual ties shine. They are shining with all the beautiful, energies like caring, compassion, wisdom, all the heart melting qualities. We couldn't remove spiritual ties. Even if we tried, we cannot do that. Because remember, here, the earth is our school, right? So here at Earth School, all our spiritual learning is cumulative. And it also includes the evolutionary power of spiritual ties. We all know, we have all, I believe over here, everybody has heard about karma. Whatever attachments, these spiritual attachments are because of our karma theory. Whatever we have done in our past life, that those people are around us. Up now, some are here to take from us, some are here to give us. But that's what our soul journey is. Just observe, accept, adaptation. That's important. And you'll see that a lot of problems just get subsided themselves. So these cords of attachments, with the spiritual ties and these cords of karmic account, I cannot say that, Shibani. All right. Yeah, Shibani, I cannot say that, that the cords, the karmic cords, the karmic connection is cut. But yes, I'll tell you, because cord cutting is just not, what people believe. Oh, imagine a cord, maybe many are pranic healers over here. Cut, cut, cut. That no. For that, you have to forgive first. Because if you have cut the cord right now, what will happen? After 5 minutes, might be after half an hour or one day, again you'll attach that cord. So, yes, when you're working on your karma, forgiveness, then cutting the ties, and then the gratitude. There are a lot of things evolved when you're doing the karmic, connection, cords cutting. Yes, of course. Why can't we try? We have to, anyhow, we have to excel in this lifetime, this examination, which, we are put on. We are put on a project. There's a very, I did a workshop on sacred teachings of yogis. So it happens. So it is said like, we are sent to earth. Sometimes we all think, why are we here? You know, it gave a very beautiful example. The God is a teacher, and we are sent as little kid is sent to the, the school. So we are placed in nursery or a prep class. So our teacher, that is God, has given us few lessons. Don't hit anybody. Don't, don't steal. and don't shout. Okay, 3 lessons were given to us. Now, take care. We only learned one thing, that don't shout. We did not learn our lessons. Don't steal and don't hit anybody. Now, what happened? At the end, that the day is over. That means our life has ended. The teacher comes in, God comes in and sees. I gave you 3 lessons. What happened? You just learned one. Okay, no problems. Next day, come back to the class, sit in the same class. Yes, but take care. We have learned one, not to shout. Now, again, 3 lessons were given to us. So this is our Earth School, and we are here on a journey where we are learning. We are just learning, and these all faces around you are just to teach you. They're teaching you something or the other. So, so the when we are talking about the chords, let's come back to the chords. So when chords of attachment, even for the sake of improving a present relationship, as I was talking about, when we want to improve our relationship, it is wise to remove the cord of attachment. You cannot cut the cord from that person if he is there in your life or she is there in your life. Now, this negative effect of a cord of attachment, they are basically ongoing. They're chronic. They're repeating 24/7 at the level of the subconscious mind. Now, these energy-based attachments keep old history alive. Isn't it? It happens now when you fight. Oh, that day you did this to me. What is happening? That cord is that negative. That negative patterns are there in that cord, which are moving here and there, both the ways. So these energy-based attachments keep old history alive. And inwardly, they're repeating events or energies that you would just, as soon forget. You could have forgotten that these cords, which are negative in between two relationships, in a relationship, two people. So now when you think, did you consciously think about all those past influences before you got out of bed? I'm sure, hope not. Still, every one of these memories lives on, somewhere vividly in the cords of attachment. Now, these negative energy from your past is whooshing in and out of your aura right now, moving through your cords of attachments. Now, expect this patterning to continue until the day you die, unless you release the cords. These are, when you talk about, these are kind of a physical structures. They're made of energy. The cutting cords of attachment, don't be confused with psychologically cutting the ties that bind. Or if you talk about metaphorically, cutting the umbilical cord. There's a cord between a mom and a kid when it's born. So we cannot cut those ties. We cannot. Energetically, over here, we will be learning about all these things. So emotions, relationship patterns, psychological issues. Sure, these can be contained within a particular cord of attachment, but there's far more to removing these energetic structures than working on yourself emotionally. These are two different things. You are working on yourself emotionally, and you are cutting a negative cord which has all these, again, those negative patterns in which your negative emotions are there, negative psychological mental thoughts are there. So there are patterns, there are emotions that you're cutting it. So, and it has a very tremendous healing potential from moving out of cords of attachment, because it gives you insight, it gives you meaning. As soon as the cords are cut, you'll start thinking, as if, now what happens when two people are fighting? When two people are fighting, what happens? You can never think, oh, he did this to me, I'm going to give this back this answer. But when the cords are cut, that relationship where there is a negative, a rope, a strand is between there. If you cut that cord, after that, you can think. I told you, these chords keep, they distort your feelings and emotions. So immediately there'll be an energy shift, there'll be a mental shift, there'll be an emotional shift. And you'll start thinking, oh, where am I wrong? Or how to solve this matter now. Until and unless the chords are there, you'll be keep fighting. It's the same. What is actually karma, karmic things? It happens now. This birth, if I have slapped you once, next birth might be you get a chance to slap me 5 times, because obviously it is being with कहते हैं ना मूल के साथ ब्याज जरूर मिलता है. Similarly, your karma, good or bad, it's up to you what you are generating. So people are crying, oh God, why me, God? But God is not there sitting punishing you. No, he's not there for this. It's we. As soon as we step into our higher self, we are the ones who are writing for ourselves. Oh, I did this wrong. I should be punished for this. When we come down, forgotten. Our lessons which God told us to learn, forgotten. So remember, what we are doing just mechanical techniques for cord cutting. This cannot, match the healing powers. Healing. So whenever I start with my healing, I always cut the cords. That is very essential. And you see how quickly you can then, the healing takes place. So when that's why I'm so, excited about this workshop. So I'm coming up with this workshop. This will actually take you the journey which help you to perceive the cords. You call it ribbons, you call it strands, cobwebs. There are a lot of names given to it. But these are the filaments of energy that flow to and from you. You learn how to use these ancient techniques to release the cord that bind you. And don't forget, only binding, it also empowers the strands that strengthen you. Obviously, you have got good strands as well, those who are healing you. As healers, when I heal a patient, there's a cord between that patient, so that my energy, whatever I'm taking from the universe, is flowing through that cord only. Have you ever thought about what is clairvoyance? Everybody is very much interested in clairvoyance, that, oh, we want to become clairvoyant. Exactly what? You just have to put a cord in that thing. Similarly, I'll give you a small technique. The students who are there, if you cannot, read a book, not even only students, sometimes we, like, I have got many spiritual books, but sometimes I don't feel like, or might be I'm reading it, but I'm not able to understand. So a technique. First, ask for, invoke to the writer of the book. All right. So that it gives you the same, with what perspective that he or she has written that book, it becomes clear to you. Then you can put a cord into that book so that I can read and understand it. So why not? We can. We have been taught this much. Now it's how we improvise things. Now, how I have improvised my teachings, whatever I have learned, is this. So the cord, yes, why not a positive cord? But please do not hook yourself with any other person. Oh, that person loves somebody. He or she doesn't love me. Let me put my cord. That will be a negative karma. So let's not go into that black magic. We are white magicians. Remember that. So just bless. Yes, someday might be that, that a boy or a girl may be attracted towards me, if karmically, and I'll be happy. The best thing is ask for a partner. Don't name a partner. Always ask whoever gives me happiness. At the end of the day, what do you want? You don't want that person. You want happiness. You want health. You want prosperity. So attract yourself, whoever, A, B, C, D, whichever person. But yes, at the end of the day, I want all these things which I want. So just don't name a person. I never ask God anything. I just say, whatever is good for me, bestow on me. You know what I am, I want, or might be it's useful for me. I always think, oh, I am asking, might be a Maruti car, and might be, God is ready to give me a Mercedes. Why? And my God might be thinking, oh, such a small thing is she asking for. So it's better now, leave it on him. But yes, we keep on asking. That's for sure. Like we are babies, you know. I believe I'm a baby of you. You reside inside me. I want this. That's it. So this, you know, all these teachings, we'll be discovering and releasing the cords that don't empower us in the voyage of letting go. Why we cannot forgive? Why is it so difficult to forgive? Roj, we sit, let's do forgiveness, let's do forgiveness. Doesn't happen because the cord is so strong. Might be you are cutting the cord, but that person is again putting the cord. You cut the cord, you just moved somewhere else, or that person again thought, oh, that she did this to me. Now I have to take a revenge. So that person is again targeting you. So you'll become aware of these energy strands that are keeping you from being your authentic self. You'll discover that there is no one to blame in your life. No one is at fault, and there is nothing to fear. There is nothing about which to feel guilty or ashamed, and there is nothing wrong with you. Those who are in depression, please come out of it. You are beautiful. You are a child of God, and you're very high frequencies. Just match it. Just, you know, increase it. You are okay just as you are. Do not need to hide who you are or put the needs of others always before your needs. In the moments when you relax and let go, you will know all is well. And it always has been. You will learn, you know, what energy strands these cords are attached to you, which of them. You know, more than 20 cords are attached to us. It includes our friends, our acquaintances, the ancestor cords. They because, and even the lovers cord, not from the present but the past as well. So you gain understanding about the dream strands, the ghost strands, astral connections, your chakras, celestial bodies, and much more. You will discover some of the effects that your strands can have on your emotions and your health. And you learn very valuable information about energy vampires, psychic attacks, attachments from toxic people, and how those, you know, when you say, oh, it was long ago that, you know, I knew that this person, but that cord is just like, you know, it's been, what do you call, if there's a pipe and there's no water flowing in it, so what happens, you know, a stem, it just, you know, like it's kind of a dead thing. But I'm just talking about a lover thing. If that past lover comes right in front of you, the energy will go and that cord will be alive. You thought, oh, it's been years, but that spark again comes. So that is a cord which was supposed to be dead, and you felt that, oh, everything was over. But as soon as that person came in front of you, again, that cord was nourished with your emotions and with that person's emotions. So this workshop gives you very specific and highly effective ways to cut and release any cords that are diminishing or weakening you. And they are time-honored, powerful methods. And of course, you'll learn how to protect yourself. That's very, very important because you have cut a cord. You don't have now any negative cords attached to you. You are not thinking about people, but people are still thinking about you. So it's better when you cut the cord, protect yourself. So you will also learn step-by-step methods, how to seal and protect your energy field. And even, you know, you can do it for others as well. You'll discover the most important thing. People teach how to cut negative cords, how to revitalize, how to strengthen your love and joy cords. Remember, and there are obviously a cord. If you all are pranic, I don't know how many pranic healers are here. You remember there's a cord connected to the higher beings. Yes, the Antahakarna, if you've read about it. So again, that's a cord. So how to nourish those cords? So I'm very excited of this for this workshop. Okay. All right. So I took one. I have to take one up. So all are we all ready for the negative cord cutting session? Yes. Okay, great, wonderful. Now, first of all, drink water, Hannah, relax yourself, and just see that you're undisturbed for 5 to 10 minutes. Just can sit comfortably. If you can place your feet on the ground, that will be wonderful. Okay. Now, just to tell you one thing, you know, remember now, right now, what are you going to do is you're going to think about only one issue in your life concerned about a particular person that is troubling you. All right. Don't think, oh, my mama, chachi, nani, bab, sabse kat jayegi. So just let's begin with one thing, right? So one issue that is your, might be your kid, he's not listening to you, and there are strained relationships right now. So you can think about one issue. Like if you want that, okay, he should do this and he's not listening to you. So whatever the issue is between you and any of your relationship. So that, and remember, what is the challenge? Because that whatever issue is there, that's a challenge in your relationship. So just think about that issue. Okay. And sit comfortably. Now, I will repeat, you can repeat in your mind or just relax yourself. Okay. Close your eyes and settle in your body. Calm down your body. Calm down all your senses. Breathe in deeply and breathe out deeply. When you breathe in, inhale all the good qualities like joy, faith, happiness, healing energies. And when you breathe out, exhale all negative emotions which you do not require, like sadness, depression, anger, resentment, hatred, jealousy. Once more, breathe in and breathe out and relax. We are going to break the cord with the light of love and acceptance today. I ask for the divine. You all can mentally repeat after me. I ask for the divine, the light of love to flow through me and act as a conduit to heal and forgive that which no longer is for my highest good and the highest good of all. Thank you for your guidance, for your protection, and for your healings. I invoke all the angels to be present here and to help me out with this cord of negative cord of connection, which is hindering my relationship to this person. I ask the divine to flow through the lotus of at my crown and flow through to my heart. Imagine beautiful violet lights entering your crown chakra and getting inside your heart chakra. I ask for divine healing and forgiveness of myself and others. I ask for the strength to take responsibility for my life and allow others to take responsibility for themselves. I bring into my heart the qualities of unconditional love, understanding, and compassion for myself and others. I ask for the power of discernment and the strength to make informed decisions that are for my highest good and the good of all. With gratitude in my heart for what once was, I release, I forgive, I heal, and let go of any attachments to this place, person, situation, thoughts, feelings, or way of being, and cut any etheric cords that are no longer serving my higher purpose. I ask that all cords attached to me that are not aligned with love, light, and positive attention be released. Help me, angels, to release them and surround me with a healing light, golden healing light, to protect me from future attachments. Wherever these cords were there, they have been cut. Just visualize. Visualize yourself in a bubble of golden light. The place is healed where this your energy aura, this cord can be anywhere in your chakra, in your aura. When we have released this cord, that place has been healed. Now we are entering into a golden light bubble. This is your protective shield. May this shield be there with you for 24 hours. So be it, so be it, and so it is. Deep gratitude, deep respect, and deep love. Thank you. Take a deep breath, and when you're ready, you can open your eyes with a big, big smile. Okay, so you want to share something? I'm going to, yes. Now you can unmute yourself. Any questions? Oh, thank you, Reena ji. You know, I want to thank you for being here, for choosing this, for receiving the energies, which I could facilitate to unhook your unwanted etheric attachments. It has been, my honor, my privilege to serve you all today. Yes, somebody has unmuted. I can hear the sound.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm Anjali from Mysore.
Oh, great.
Actually, from morning, I'm feeling headache and something unusual. I mean, not feeling very heavy, hectic.
Mhm.
And when I'm sitting for the class, also, I thought, can I concentrate or not? After your session, feeling lightheaded.
Healings happen, in these kind of sessions. There are so many angels around, their higher beings, because as we say now, they are looking forward that something is happening. And of course, before the session, we invoke that their presence should be there. So the session is, flawless, and everybody feels good with these kind of sessions. That's wonderful that you're feeling healed. You're healed at this with this just a talk. Great. All right. Yes, Nitesh ji, you've unmuted yourself.
Uh, yes, actually, thank you for the second first. Actually, it came at the right moment actually because as you mentioned about cutting the cord, about since the attachment part which you have mentioned about that with the people, as I'm going through the phase of separating separation with my wife also. As you mentioned about the forgiveness part, like the forgiveness and the healing part. So I have to work on that on myself actually. I'll not get into detail. That would be a very long thing and all like that. So it came at the right part, as you said, focusing on the right energies and cutting the cord for the attachments and all part. It really helped me for that part, and thank you for that.
Oh,
I'll
wonderful.
definitely connect with you also for one-on-one also in the future session.
Sure, sure. Why not?
Would really appreciate that. Thank you,
Oh, great,
Pooja.
wonderful.
Thank you.
Because this is the time, when you are really, as you told, that this is a time of separation. So, I don't know like how far you have gone through with it, but I would suggest that try and first cut those negative attachments with your life, which are those old
Done.
patterns, which is, have taken you so far that you are about to separate. So might be this
Exactly.
helps out. It will be a great healing, in case if
Yeah,
you
correct.
go for this thing.
That's true. Thank you.
All right. Yes, Shivani. I can see such a sweet face. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much for this nice session.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm so happy and I'm so, full of gratitude and love that you people are here and, you've attended this and you took give the permission so that, I could cut your calls and you've received those energies. That's a wonderful thing.
Really a great healing session.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Wonderful. Okay. So at this note, I would love to see many of you sign up and invest in yourself. Remember, let's do this. Let's be that light that we came here to be. Let's be the gift that we came here to be. And remember, the journey begins with our own self, with our own cleansing, and with our own loving. So, on that note, love you all and God bless you all. So, see you soon, Anna. And of course, I might take these kind of sessions, and so remain in the group, because after that, I don't post on other platforms. It's just these groups that I post on, so I feel connected. Chalo. All right. Bye bye. Thank you so much. Deep gratitude.
Namaste, ma'am.
Namaste.
Thank you.